All right, welcome everybody to another edition of He Said, She Said. Unfortunately, today, or maybe fortunately, we're only getting one opinion today. Nicole got sick and she thought she was feeling a little better today, so we were ready to go on with the show, but she's really not feeling up to it. She wants everybody to know she's okay. Apparently, it has something to do with her allowing Aunt to cook dinner last night, and well, he poisoned her, and so she's trying to get by. She's actually okay. She just got feeling a little sick. There's a lot of things going around right now. So what we're going to do today, we're just going to do a quick show. I just didn't want everybody to miss out. We now have our new website. Our Facebook page is launched. The He Said, She Said Facebook page, and we're going to be pushing everybody to come out and start sharing that and joining the Facebook page as soon as they possibly can. And Nicole, like I said, Nicole will be with us in 2 weeks when she's feeling better. But in the meantime, we'll probably show up on TikTok and do a few other things. Scott Ricard, Scott, always supporting. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate it. It's good to have you out there. I can take a few minutes and tell everybody a little bit about what I'm doing and what's going on. And Mary Kay is out there. Mary, thank you so much for joining us. I've got Sandy Billieu Block, who is my mom. For those of you who don't know, that's my mom out there. She's kicking in. If we had Lynn today, there'd be she'll be an opinion. Yes, of course. Lynn would be an opinion, of course. And Karen is throwing out there, awesome, feel better, Nicole. And like I said, I spoke with her. It was really more exhaustion because she was sick all last night. She couldn't get any rest. And today she's really just not feeling well. She didn't want to come on and half-ass it. And she did not want to just have half of an opinion. So we're giving her the night off. Therese, thanks for watching. I was just explaining Nicole's feeling under the weather. So we're just doing a little bit of a kind of a show about what's going on out there and everything out. Yeah, prayers to her. And tell you what, she can't let Aunt cook dinner anymore. That's what happens when you let guys cook dinner. There's food poisoning involved, and that's just what happens. It's on every ID show, and every Dateline has somebody's poisoning somebody. So that's I want to look into that and see if that's what's really going on. But again, He Said, She Said, please go out there. The Facebook page is now launched, and we are live on the Facebook page. We are also live on Live Out Loud Podcast Facebook. We're on Addiction Training Center. We are also on the ATC Network on YouTube. And of course, this show is brought to us by our friends at the Addiction Training Center, who is myself and Karen and others who help us. And of course, Legacy Healing, Legacy Treatment Center with Nicole. So we want to thank them for their support in allowing us to do this show. We can see this is going somewhere really good. And in the meantime, there's a lot going on in the area. Let me take a few moments just to kind of catch everybody up on what's going on out there. This just coming up this month of May, and there are more things coming, but right now we have 2 events booked. If you're interested in getting training through the Addiction Training Center, we have 2 different trainings coming up on May 10th, and that's a little blurry. It's kind of hard to read, but you can get more information by calling 786-514-0893. 786-514-0893. We're having a training on May 10th, which will be a one-day training, 2 different topics. The morning session is going to be on the brain and body healing and the brain chemistry and addiction, and Karen teaches that. And in the afternoon, we have an advanced communication course, which talks about rapport building and de-escalation. So if you work in a place or you deal with people on a regular basis and you want to find some new ways to improve your communication and do those things, this is a really good course to take. You could take one or the other, or you could take both. You could do the whole day. Each one is $135. Take them both for $250. But that's what's coming up. And again, if you go to our Facebook page or even to our webpage at atceducation.com, atceducation.com, you get more information on that. We also have on May 24th, and these are both being held in Fort Lauderdale area. This is the nationally certified nationally certified event interventionist training. You can become certified to be an interventionist, helping people with mental health and addiction and other issues. This is a really good training. It is backed by NADAC and Florida Certification Board. Again, if you want some information on that, that's on May 24th. That's 786-514-0893. I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting today. We also have some other things coming your way. Like I said, Nicole and I got some really big plans for some different things that we're going to be doing. There's going to be everything from events and other things. And we'll share that when we're together. A lot of people know that I've been working on the artwork. And just to let everybody know that Sober Life Art is going to be opening very soon. The website or the Facebook page is set up. The store will be set up soon. We'll be highlighting art from people who are in recovery and using art as a therapeutic measure. And we're going to allow people to sell that. The pieces that you see up there are my pieces of art. And as you see, I like to focus on mostly rock and roll. But I did throw a little John Wayne in there just for the hell of it and to have some fun with it. But Marilyn Monroe. But I like painting this style. So if this is something you're interested in, these will be for sale. And a portion of all sales will go to One Brother, One Sister, helping first responders with addiction and trauma and mental health issues. Should have lined up a backup. Like, hey, you want to come on, Teresa? I could send you the invite, and you could try to come on if you want. I wasn't really thinking about a backup. I was almost thinking about not doing the show at all. But and we also have one of our trainings May 26th in Tampa, if you're in the Tampa area. But ask us more about that. And that's all about what we do. It's about helping people. I'm coming up in recovery, but everybody knows the story that Nicole and I are both in addiction recovery. And we're both doing our best to spread the word and help other people. We've been given the gift of getting a second chance after we've pretty much screwed our lives up, and we were given a second chance. So we really kind of owe it to people to put things out there. So shows like this and everything else we do are really all about us trying to give back and give other people the opportunities that we were given. And I'm going to try to send Therese this invitation and see if she can make her way onto the show. She should be able to do it. We're going to see how this works. Therese, I just sent it to your messenger, so let's see if we can get you on the show real quick. For those of you who don't know, Therese and I were together. We were as a couple for a lot of years. We were actually, we dated when we were very young, like 14 years old. We reconnected a while. But she's actually back up in New York. I'm down in Florida, so we're not, but she's my best friend in the world and one of my favorite people in the world. Just awesome all the way around. So glad you did get a second chance. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for that. Debbie, by the way, if you want to continue on with podcasting tonight, then you want to check out Debbie's show, and it's called Find It, and it's on at 8:00 tonight. And Debbie, where would they find you? If you could just send that out there, where they could find you so they can watch your show at 8:00 tonight. I know you got a great guest, and she's just fantastic. So you want to do that. But Teresa and I have been friends, forever. We're still friends. She's still my best friend, and I, can't wait to spend time with her, in the near future. Also have, Diana, I'm just going to fill it for those people who are just joining us. Nicole got sick last night. She was feeling a little better today, but as the day went on, she started feeling pretty ill. She decided to take the night off, and so she is relaxing. We're hoping that she can recover enough to join us again. I mean, she will be joining us again. Diana, I do have a theory, though. I do believe because Aunt cooked dinner last night, and that's what the whole illness is about. That's just my theory. It hasn't been proven in court yet. Okay. Let's see. Okay. For Debbie's show tonight on Facebook, LinkedIn, there it is right there. There's the connection. So you guys could see it, that it's in the streamline. You guys can pick up that connection so you can watch that show tonight at 8:00. Again, it's called Find It. Absolutely brilliant show. Diana says she's a baby when she's sick. We had this question, and actually the person who asked it, I'm going to bring Therese in. Hi, Therese.
Hi.
Can you hear us okay? You good?
Yeah, we're good. Can you hear me?
Oh, you perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Therese is Therese is up in New York, Rochester, New York, and so probably cold
It was in the 50s today, but raining all day.
in the 50s. Now, the funny thing is, you actually brought up the question last time we had a show about who's worse when they're sick or not, men or
I
women. Now, this week, Nicole is sick.
It doesn't mean she's home being a baby about it though.
Well, apparently her friend is saying she's a baby when she's sick. LOL. By the way, LOL does not fix everything. If you insult somebody, you insult them. You can't just say, "Oh, she's a baby." LOL. No, if you made her mad, you made her mad. So just live with it.
Well,
Um,
I find men to be much more babyish.
yeah, but you were not a happy camper when you were sick.
I was
Now,
fine as long as you left me alone.
yes, but then don't you see? Now, there's the thing. There's the thing. Are we supposed to leave you alone when you're sick? Now, women, I want you guys all to chime in on this. This is helping the guys because we feel like we're supposed to do something, but if we do, it seems like we just annoy you a whole lot. Is that the truth?
That's the truth.
That's. But if we don't do anything, won't we get in trouble for that too? For not caring?
No.
Really, really?
Really, if I really needed something, I would just ask. Bring me some juice.
Okay, so we got. See, Diana wants to know where in New York, Therese.
Rochester. It's fine.
Rochester. Okay. She's saying, I do too, Teresa, but Nicole said she was the worst. She was worse than Aunt. She was worse than Aunt. So sorry, Aunt. Aunt's in for a bad night tonight.
Bad night. Why can't I see the comments?
You can't see them popping up on the screen?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Oh, wait. Maybe I got to hit chat.
Hit the chat button or hit the comments button up on the right hand side.
Never mind. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Diane's saying, "Oh, me too." Diane, are you saying you're in Rochester? She's in Rochester.
Oh, really?
We've got a listener in your neighborhood.
Wow. Well,
What?
I have no friends here, so a dinner, a coffee, and anything.
There you go. Teresa's looking for friends. Diana, you just made one. Please make me a tea, then leave me alone and check on me. Okay. Well, leave me alone and check on me are two vastly different ideas. Leave me alone is get the frick out of the house and just stay away from you. Check on me. How often are we supposed to check? So I know I'm nitpicking, but these are things. This is going to save somebody's life. This could save somebody's life. We never quite got it right because I was never sure, and then I was miserable when I was sick too, though.
Miserable.
But I would go away from people. I would I'd hide in the bedroom all day.
Yeah, but when you did,
what?
you were grumpy. When you did come out, you were grumpy.
Well, I was sick.
Do stuff that would help make you feel better. You wouldn't do it.
Okay, guys suck at taking medicine. We do suck at that. We do suck at that. Well, you know what? We got the perfect he said, she said cast right here with Teresa and I. So anybody got any questions about men and women and what they think? We battled it out for quite a few years. So, never really battled. I mean, but we definitely saw. Would you write Therese Bestie? Bestie?
That's what I put in for when I was coming in. I didn't know you were going to put that up there.
No, I don't have a choice, actually. You are my bestie. You are my bestie. So what do you think of the Sober Life art, Therese? You think that's a good idea to have that out there?
I think that's a very cool idea. Yeah. I think it'll be awesome.
She's just waiting because one of those pieces are hers. The Marilyn Monroe on the bottom row, second to the right on the bottom row is hers, and I've got to ship it to her. I just got to get, it's expensive to ship paintings. Holy crap.
Why is it so expensive? It's not like it's heavy. I don't understand.
It's because you got to package it a certain way. You can't just put it in a box. You got to secure it because if one person pokes the box or bends it or something, you could stretch and ruin the canvas.
Oh.
So
I see.
Let's see. Frequency preferred. Check on me in the morning, then maybe once at night. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, I would agree with that probably.
Just that's it. That's
Hmm.
all we had to do.
Hmm.
Wow. Well, that's pretty easy. I think the guys need to be checked on a little more than that.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if I'm laying in a room and I'm sick and I hear everybody out there laughing and having fun, and I'm like, how come nobody's checking on me? You know, and I feel bad, and it's just okay. I'm a baby. I can't help it. I can't help it.
It's called the fear of missing out.
It's called what?
The fear of missing out. You're
That's
afraid
what
of missing.
that's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Something else I noticed too is that she went to the hospital last night because she was feeling sick.
Who knew?
There's a difference, men and women. Men don't go to the hospital or to the doctor nearly as much as they should. Would we agree with that?
I would agree with that. I have to admit, I do not either, though.
Well, you're a nurse though,
I know, and nurses are one of the worst,
because you self-diagnose, don't you?
pretty much. Or say, "I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine."
Yeah, yeah. And guys are like, unless I got a bloody stump hanging off of me, I don't do anything about it.
What did I used to tell the girls? If you're not bleeding from the eyeballs, you're going to school.
Now, before we were together, back when I was married to Hera, and the kids, Julian, my son, was about 6 years old, 7 years old. So that would put him in what, first grade kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be about right. I'm never good at that. But he came down the steps, sliding down the steps on his butt because he was too lazy to walk. And he said his leg hurt, and I yelled at him, and I made him sit down and eat his freaking oatmeal, and I sent him to school. And halfway through the day, I get a call from the nurse, and the nurse says, "You need to pick your son up. I think his leg is broken." And it turns out it was.
It was broken.
And I sent him to school. So, yeah, the bleeding from the eyeballs, it sounds funny, but when you actually send your kid to school with a broken leg, you get a lot of funny looks at parent-teacher night, let me tell you.
Poor Jules.
I know. I know. Let's see. Diane says, my best friend is a nurse also, and she is the worst to take care of. Yes, you guys think you know everything.
We do know everything.
Hey, Mom is chiming in. She's saying everyone self-diagnoses with Google. That's the other thing people do now.
So bad. In the office, people will actually sit down and say, well, I Googled my symptoms and this is what I have. I'm like, all right, well, let's let the doctor come in and decide. It's ridiculous.
But that's universal. That's not guys or girls. I mean, that's everybody's becoming like crazy about this stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Mom. Just thought I'd say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to thank everybody who's joining us. This is so cool. And again, those of you who are just kicking in, Nicole is, it's still he said, she said with Scott and Nicole, and she will be joining us back when we do our next show. She just happened to be ill tonight. Did not want to give anybody like a half a show and did not want to disappoint. And better that she feels better and takes care of herself. So she is off tonight due to illness. Hopefully, I don't know if she's listening. If you're listening, then get better. And if you're not listening, then you probably should be. Yeah. But Teresa, I'm so glad you kicked in. This is so awesome.
Hey, I figured why not? I actually have a little fear of missing out tonight because my girlfriends are all getting together for dinner tonight. I really couldn't go to Syracuse for.
But you always go.
I know, but the dog is alone all day and I feel bad.
Oh. That's the dog Coco.
Coco.
Who will probably make a barking appearance at some point during the show.
No.
No. I'm sorry. That's all the girls. Did the other ones come in from out of town?
Teresa's there from out of town. One of the other girls lost somebody in their family, so she couldn't go. But there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's something else. Karen saying hi, Therese.
Hi, Karen.
And Mama shouting out Little Coco. All right. There's something else that I think women do better than men. I'm not really defending men very well. I'm pointing out all the bullshit we do. It's what happens when you become somewhat enlightened. You realize I don't got a leg to stand on in any of this shit. Women stay in touch with each other better, and they have better like friendships than men. Men, it tends to be if you go around the corner, you're kind of dead to me until I see you again. Uh, but I think just traditionally, I think women stay in touch better with their old friends and with their relationships. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't disagree with you on that one because I think that's true. I don't know why, but I just think, well, I mean, I guess I sort of have a guess why. I just think women are more emotional that way. So they make that bond and they try and keep that bond.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys are like, they punch each other in the arm. And if you're not there to punch in the arm, we don't have any feelings for you. But we actually have a question here. Mary Kay. Mary Kay is actually up in Canada watching. When you ask a man what he's thinking, he says nothing. I believe him. How can how can I learn to think of nothing? Great meditation skill. I think she actually just insulted men by saying that, didn't What are you thinking? Nothing. The truth is that a lot of times guys will say that, you know what? We actually can think of nothing. I know people are like, no, you got to be thinking of something. It's like, what? No, actually, we've got this way of going blank. I don't know if women could do that or not, because I know women are always thinking of something. But
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I can't really ever go blank. But a lot of times I think men use it as a front.
well, yeah, of
That
course.
a lot, and they want to say a lot. But then something tells them you better just shut up. Do you?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, I think our first response is nothing, even if it is something, because we got to think about what our answer is going to be. See, that's why texting was invented. Now, let me see. Um, first of all, Diana says, yes, I need my friend. So she's agreeing with you with the friend thing. And Mary's saying, no, it's not an insult. It's amazing. She thinks it's amazing that men can actually sit and think of nothing. Well, I'm glad that our stupidity is actually a good thing. It's not stupidity. It's actually just we have a way of being able to disconnect from things. I think a little easier. We actually, because we don't live as emotionally as women do. And I'm not trying to make generalizations, but it's kind of falls on those lines usually. So I think men can detach from things a little bit easier and actually sit and just be totally detached. We won't hear the kids making the noise. We won't hear people talking to us. We won't hear anything. We can actually just kind of like vacate ourselves. And it is a form of meditation, I guess. It's get me the hell out of here. Meditation is what it is.
I don't know if I fully believe that.
I'm trying to make it sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I believe. I think there's always something. I think there's always something in the background.
Probably, but I still think men can detach a little bit. Debbie joined in. She says, yes, my dad does the same thing. He can detach a little easier. So I think men just simply can almost ignore what's going on around them a little bit easier because we can detach that way. But I don't know if it's not necessarily. Mary, I appreciate you saying it's not an insult, and I'm not saying it is an insult, but it's not a skill that's used to its proper. It's not like we're actually meditating. It's just we're escaping. We're shutting the world off, and sometimes we do that. But yeah, that's good stuff there, people. If you have any other questions or any other thoughts about men versus women, and a reminder for everybody to watch Debbie's show tonight at 8:00, and it's called Find It, which is, and this is how you do find it, just by the what you see on the screen there. You go to the YouTube channel, and you could plug that in, and you'll be able to see her tonight. So make sure you check that out. Lynn's with us. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
And that's pretty much what we got going on. Is just talking about men versus women. Hello, beautiful Therese. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful
Did
Therese and ugly Scott. All right.
Did you have a topic planned? Or
No,
no?
no. Generally, what we do is we get people and they would ask us things and oh, good, I found it. Yes, I found it. Haha. Um, yeah. Generally, we just talk about recovery. We talk about helping other people, but really, it's just about the differences in everything. She's really big on TikTok, which I haven't quite figured out yet.
Have you been on TikTok yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't get it. I mean,
So, have you done a TikTok? Have you done a video?
yeah, yeah. Well, no, I put a couple of snippets from like my podcast on. I didn't actually stand in front of a camera and do something
Why?
because I don't know what to do. Maybe somebody can tell me what to do.
Well, you could just talk. You're good at talking.
Well, I know, but I see everybody like they're dancing. I can't dance.
Well, you don't have to dance.
I don't get that. And it's like, and you know what? And I'm watching people on TikTok, and I'm like, I'll like I'll flip through it really fast, and I'll keep stopping on things with like people dancing who should not be dancing, and yet I find myself drawn to that. I'm watching it.
Well,
It's
so
like it's so bad it's good, right?
maybe you should dance then.
Dude, I really don't think
You'll
so.
have trending ones.
Uh, okay, Scott Ricard is saying, there's my dear friend Lynn. Of course, Scott Ricard, a great supporter of all of our shows. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I've got to figure out what to do. And I guess talking would be the thing. But I still don't know how to use Instagram.
I know.
You tried to teach me for what? How long?
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use it now, though?
Huh?
Do you use Instagram?
Yeah, I love Instagram.
Okay.
Better than Facebook. I link them. So, but I put more on Instagram than I do on Facebook, honestly.
Well, I just figured out how to use my MySpace, so.
No.
No.
A video to put up on your story at Instagram, and you haven't yet.
I know, but I didn't know how.
I told you. See, listen, that's one thing. Who's a better listener, men or women?
What?
Who's a better listener, men or women?
I got you.
You did. Women.
It depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what you're talking about. I could explain some mechanical things or something like that. See, now you don't count because you're mechanically inclined. You're mechanically inclined. I think you were the one who figured out how to get the radiator in the car that time. Yeah, you did. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, this one's easy. Mary Kay's asking, who's better at social media? I'd say by and far, women are better. You see a lot more successful women with social media than you do men.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I think it depends on the men, but in general, I do think women are better at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of like one guy, like the only man I can think about was Jeffree Star, and that's not really. I mean, come on.
That's not right.
Well, no, I'm just saying that he's much more effeminate. But yeah, I definitely think women are better at social media, and I think it's because to be successful at social media, you have to be committed to doing it every day, or following up with it, and that's where men fall short. They'll get excited. I'm going to do a post, and 6.5 weeks later, they think maybe I should do another one.
Also, selfies. Men cannot do decent selfies.
No, I can't even figure out what camera to put what angle to have the camera at here. I did one show, it was like over my head looking down at the top of my head. I had one show, it was looking up my nose the whole time. And yes, I had a booger, so it was like awful. So it's like guys in selfies, you never see guys walking around like doing that selfie thing.
No. Yeah, I don't walk around doing selfies usually either, but young girls do. I see them all the time. But even Tara's
Wait. Every time you got a grandbaby in your hand, you somewhere had that phone, and somehow you get a selfie with you and the babies.
yeah, I do
Yeah.
that. But even Tara's age, the should she'll meet somebody and want to show me a picture of him, and then she always says they're terrible at selfies. Here, let me show you one from their prom or whatever.
Yeah. Now Tara's your daughter. That's just letting everybody know she's a college age girl, and of course, probably the one of our kids, her and Cordy are the ones. My youngest and your youngest are the ones that are most up on all that stuff. But yeah, definitely guys, not so good. Let's see what Mary says. She goes, up the nose selfies are priceless. You guys should see the dating sites. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. What, the pictures?
Everything about it. They're creepers. The pictures, men with like their heads are cut off, they're just showing their chest. It's like, why?
Just showing your chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pictures of cartoons. Like, why are you on a dating site if you're not going to put your own self up there? Doesn't make any sense.
That's true. That's true. Oh, my mom threw out there, guys don't do duck lips. At least the guys don't do. Yeah, we don't. Is that what it's called? Duck lips?
Yeah.
Do it.
But some guys do. As you
I see that doesn't work for me.
No, it doesn't work for you, but who used to do that all the time?
Oh, my son. Oh, my son. He's a U.S. Marine, and he was doing duck lips in the pictures. It's like, please, son, stop. I don't know where he got that from. Wow.
All the chicks he used to hang around.
You are so right. He did that in every picture. I don't know what happened. Some sort of neurological damage. I love you, son, if you're listening. My friend Donna Fahey is saying a lot of men don't like to go shopping. See, now that's the one where I cross the line because I actually enjoy shopping. I enjoy grocery shopping. I enjoy furniture shopping. I enjoy flea markets. I enjoy shopping. I'm a shopping kind of guy.
That's true.
But most men aren't.
Most guys are not. Most guys are, find me a bench, let me sit down, tell me when you're finished.
Yeah, I never wanted to be that guy. I of course, you look at all the guys sitting outside Victoria's Secret, just like, I hope you have somebody in there and you're not just staring through the window. I really hope you got somebody in there.
You're actually pretty fun to go shopping with.
Yeah, I just enjoy it. I enjoy seeing things. My problem is that I like to spend money too. Let's see. Mary Kay's talking about, we're going back to selfie group shots too. Which one is you? Which one is you? LOL. Group shots. I'm not sure what she sent.
On date sites, if they put up a group shot, 4 or 5 guys, and then you're like, well, okay, who's who? Because this guy's really good looking.
Yeah, you end up having to date the toad who's in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you couldn't see me. I was behind the tall, handsome guys. That little shine was my bald spot. Okay, just let you know. Nothing wrong with bald men. Just saying. Okay, the mall is a great place to meet women. Way less competition, guys. I don't know if that's true. I don't think women go shopping and want to be approached by a guy who's sitting on a bench in the mall eating an Auntie Anne's pretzel and just looking lonely and sad. I don't think that's where women want to be approached. Am I wrong? There's a question for the women. Where do you want to be approached? If somebody wants to come up and talk to you, not hit on you in a creepy way, but just introduce themselves and say, hey, how are you? My name's Bob. Where is it appropriate to do that?
Maybe at the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And like, I wouldn't mind if it's out shopping, but if you have to come up with some kind of, not just a creeper saying hi, just, maybe a question. looking for something for my daughter. Do you think she, would like this? Like a
Again, not one you want to use in Victoria's Secret.
no,
Um,
no, not one for there.
but okay, all right. Donna's saying, Scott, great to hear that you are one of the few of them, one of the few who just likes to go shopping, I guess. Yeah, I like going shopping and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's an interesting question. I mean, it's like I'm wondering where to approach people. Mary Kay is saying, approach me in a public place. I'm good with that. Better than in my driveway.
Yeah, driveway might be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that's not good. Donna says store parking lots. No, I think that's a little creepy too.
Yeah, I'd probably jump in my car and lock the doors.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, you can't once you follow them out of the store. Now it's called stalking. Following them around the store could be coincidence, but following them out of the store is stalking.
Yeah, that puts you on CCTV.
And next thing you know, you're on Dateline.
That's right. Last person seen.
Yeah, murder's caught on tape. Oh my God. Oh, anyway, yeah. Any other questions? I mean, I think we're answering most of them here, but oh, by the way, for the guy side of that, where can you approach men? Anywhere they are. We don't have rules. We don't have rules.
Well, but where would you think a good place to approach a woman is?
Where would I think a good place to approach a woman would be? In a park, definitely. I mean, if there's other people around. See, that's the other thing. It's like, if there's a woman sitting alone in a park, you don't walk up to her. We got to be really careful these days. But I like parks and places like where music venues and stuff like that, with bands and things like that. Any kind of like public events, art shows or food festivals, all those kind of places. Those are really nice places. I think those are appropriate. I guess the grocery store is kind of fine, but you just got to you gotta make sure you're not holding like cantaloupes or a banana or something when you're talking to her, because But I'm just saying that you got to be careful. Or what?
Or an eggplant.
Or an eggplant. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just be friendly and be kind and a workplace obviously, but that's kind of a catch-22. Dating people from work is not ever a good idea, I don't think.
I mean,
a lot of people meet at work.
Yeah, a lot of people meet at work, but it's probably not the most ideal. Considering I work with about 92% women, it's pretty slim for me.
Well, we used to work in the same place for a couple of years.
Yeah,
so
but
we would get up in the morning, we'd go to work, we'd come back, and what do we got to talk about? We experienced all the same shit that day.
Well, no, we didn't work in the same area, so we didn't experience that the exact same thing.
That's true.
We were already a couple when we worked together. It's not like we were there and
yeah. No, a workplace romance is I don't know, but anyway, yeah. So that's a good that's some good suggestions. Stay out of people's driveways and don't run to them, and when they're in the parking lot, don't run at them, and then we're good.
One more.
Where?
If you're thinking of approaching a woman, is it intimidating if she's with a group of other women? Like say there's 3 women together and you want to talk to one of them.
See, this is where you've got to study nature, and you've got to watch Animal Planet for this, because what you got to do is lay back a little bit and check out which one is like the slowest in the herd. If one of them's got a little bit of a limp or something, because then you just increase your chances. So you never want to go for the leader, because that's where you're setting yourself up for failure. No, I'm kind of kidding.
So if I'm in a group and someone comes up and starts talking to me, then I'm the lowest.
No, that's not what I'm. It's not what I'm saying. No, but it's intimidating for a guy to go speak to a girl when there's a bunch of other girls around, Because guys tend to put on that macho guy, slick. I'm trying to be all smooth and debonair, and it's like the more women you add to the mix, the more we have to overdo it. So we might walk up with the best of intentions, but walk away looking like an absolute idiot.
Like I'm like an absolute idiot.
Do you want to be approached when you're with your girlfriends out there? Do you want somebody to come up and talk to you, or is that like rude?
No, I would probably prefer it than being alone, because alone I get a little intimidated, and I'm shy. I'm shy.
Yeah.
I'm much better in a group than I am by myself.
Okay.
So yeah, for me, yeah. So they don't have friends. So
the couple of friends that you had when you and I met, the second that we started dating, the couple of friends, I'm glad I didn't approach you when they were around. You had a couple of friends back then that were kind of like scary.
Kristen,
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's not anymore, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So you never know. You might have a great chance, but if they're with a friend who's like miserable or something, then you might lose your chance and stuff. But I'm telling you, guys, listen, the girls, approach us anytime, any place, knock on our bedroom windows, walk up to our cars while we're at a light, do whatever you got to do, jump up and down and yell in the parking lots, lay across our hoods. We don't care. It doesn't matter. We don't get intimidated by that. We like it. But that's us. That again, he said these are differences between men and women.
These are differences, yes.
Okay. Now, last question is, as long as we're on this dating thing, what is an appropriate first date these days? Let's see. Donna's saying, yeah, it's a good thing to do. All gals will feel better. Good thing to do. Oh, yeah, to approach them in the groups. Yeah. But anyway, what's an appropriate first date these days?
I mean, I would say something like coffee, maybe a dinner.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Appropriate first date, coffee, walk by a lake. Perfect.
Drowned in the lake, no.
What?
Then you get drowned in that lake.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not walking like at 2 a.m. and nobody around.
Oh.
Come on, we're going to go out in a rowboat. I brought some coffee and I brought some sandwiches and three concrete blocks and a tarp.
I'm saying public.
Public.
Public. Very public.
Very public.
Outdoor venue. Yeah.
Okay. But I like the idea of coffee. I like the idea of coffee over dinner for a first date. Only because you become very self-conscious eating in front of people that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Or, I don't know if everybody does, but I think a lot of people do.
I think so.
Yeah. And so you're already adding something, but just to have a cup of coffee, having coffee encourages conversation. Eating food discourages conversation. So I think that, it's like going to a movie on a first date is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Because you just sat in the dark with somebody and you're not allowed to talk to them. And you certainly shouldn't be touching them if you're on your first date. I mean, so basically you just went and watched a movie by yourself and left and gave some stranger a ride home. That's what you did. And spent a shit ton of money.
And spent a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. Wait, Mary's agreeing with you. She's making an adjustment. She's saying, yes, during the day, open area, public boardwalk. She's agreeing.
Okay, sounds better.
But no, coffee and a croissant, a little walk, something like that. A croissant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said it really fancy.
You did.
Yeah. I don't even eat the frickin' things, but if you order a croissant in front of somebody, they think you got class.
Oh, Lord. Is that what they think?
Okay, maybe not. All right. Well, this convinces me. You and I just got to start our own show. I'm serious. I'm serious. We'll pick a night. We'll have a show. We'll call it The X's, and we'll talk about everything. I mean, we're pretty much open book about everything.
Yeah,
So,
we are.
and let's see. Maybe I'll. You gotta love this, Trace. Mary Kay says maybe I'll wear a GoPro on my next first date and send it to us. She'll send it to us.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
That would be interesting. We would love to see that, Mary. And because I mean, first of all, you got to be doing something right. If you could show up to a first date with a GoPro and they still go through with it, you got to be doing something right. Because here, when they asked you out, when you're in the grocery store and you're both like touching the melons and you're talking and everything's great, and all of a sudden you're going out for coffee, then you show up with a helmet with a camera on it. I'm sorry, for me, that's red flags right there.
Yeah, it would probably be a red flag for me too.
Now, is the helmet full time? Is it not full time? Does the camera? What are we doing here? So I don't know. But that
Maybe
sounds like a great idea.
that would be a good idea.
What's that?
Maybe a hidden camera, like in a pin.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Well, nobody they wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, but a girl gets caught with a camera, like a hidden camera, and she's like, I'm protecting myself. Guy gets caught with a hidden camera, and that's 7 to 10.
Okay.
That's a true story. Oh, Mary is laughing. She's having a blast. Mary, thank you so much for all of your comments, everybody out there. Lynn had to go because she's getting ready for Debbie's show coming up in just a little while.
Yeah.
And Therese, you have saved my ass tonight.
Oh, good.
That is so cool. I'm so happy. Maybe we should do something. What do you think?
Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it.
Open to it.
Now here's my mom, and this is people. This is where I come from. If the guy's got a hidden camera, it's because he's looking up skirts. That's what my mom came up with.
That used to be the thing, right?
Yeah, the looking up the skirts and stuff. I did that when I was a kid. I mean, you stop doing that, when you hit your, late 20s. But
I have one question for you.
Mary Kay said, yes, do the X's show. Do the X's show. I don't know if anybody else is doing a show like that. The X's. What? What's the question?
Okay, so I'm into true crime. Blah blah blah.
Yes.
Did you hear about the woman prison guard who escaped with this guy that's there for 75 years?
Yeah, well, he was a murderer that escaped. And it was a couple days ago, and now they found out that this woman helped him and ran with him or something. What's the deal?
Yeah, she brought him out of the jail. She's a prison guard. She broke protocol, brought him out alone. She had to get it. They had a getaway car. So they have a warrant now for her arrest now.
So I think we're going to add to the list. We are not to meet people. Prison.
And prison.
Prison.
I don't understand the concept of writing to a prisoner, getting engaged to a murder. I don't understand that. Why would you do that?
Did you ever see a picture of John Wayne Gacy?
Yes.
I mean, come on. He was a hottie toddy, right? I mean.
Oh, Lord.
No, I don't know what that is. I think that's just something. Sounds like a good time. Donna's saying, thank you, Donna. Donna Faye says, my mom is right about the upskirt camera. Moms are always right. Yeah, but I don't get that either. And it's like there has been this is not like something new that's been going on for a long time. Mass murderers and people who are in there for the most egregious crimes get women writing to them in prison.
I know.
Now, I don't know when you've got a female serial killer or a female murderer, if men write to them. I don't know if that happens that way. We don't really hear about that, do we?
Well, that one woman that was on, I don't know if she was out on, I don't know how, but I think she was in jail, but she had killed her kids because her boyfriend didn't want kids. She showed up to one of her court hearings 8 months pregnant. She was in jail. How'd she get pregnant?
Well, that's a topic for another show.
Oh, you explain to me how?
Oh, yeah. Mom says it's groupies. It's all groupies. Yes, it happens to female serial killers. Carla Homolka in Canada had fans. I guess Carla Homolka. I will have to look that one up. We don't know that
Yeah.
one. But had fans. I guess people are just twisted. When somebody's famous, apparently there is no bad famous. Famous is famous, and people gravitate. You get groupies.
Oh, that's just pathetic.
It is sad, but I don't think these are balanced human beings. I don't think this woman prison guard from the other day. She must have been just really well balanced, and she saw him once and then went crazy. I think there's some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs going on long before he showed up.
I mean, the word is that she was like a 17-year guard. She had all of these accolades. She never got in trouble. She was a model officer, but she sold her house like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
He was days away from her retirement.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
That's insane. Donna saying, yes, the Mendoza brothers are married. The Mendoza brothers, who were teenagers when they killed their parents and went to prison, they're both married now. Yes. And apparently it's not to the guy in the next cell. Apparently it's somebody from the outside. Tim Roberto. I got to say something with this gentleman, Tim Roberto. He had 15 years clean and sober. To celebrate, he did a 20-mile walk and raised money for One Brother, One Sister, our nonprofit. I just did a podcast with him today. He's one of the greatest gentlemen I know. Yeah, he's talking about this same case, saying she walked him right out. She walked him right out of the prison.
She did. She walked him right out.
Wow.
Even she held the door for him.
Now, they haven't caught them yet, right?
No.
And where was that?
He's going to be alive. I'm not sure. He may just, he obviously used her.
Well, yeah, but maybe it's real. Maybe, hey, we should not judge. This could be true love. This could be it.
Oh, my God.
This could be it.
And what are they going to do? Be fugitives in Mexico for 20 years?
I don't know, but I can tell you this right now, that going to prison for murder, you got a better chance of coming out married than you do by going on The Bachelor these days.
I have to say that's probably true.
Because nowadays you go on The Bachelor and you date all those women. At the end, you said, you want to marry any of them? And the guy says, no, I'm gay. Again, he would have had more success in prison anyway.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of people just giving Tim a shout out for what he did for us. Way to go, Tim. Love you, Tim. And we love Tim. So, yes, absolutely. We all do love Tim. Therese, we've come to the end of the show.
Okay.
Can you believe it?
No.
This is the first time, I got to tell you, this is the first time we've ever done something like this together.
It is.
I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think we have a chance with a show called The X's? And we'll just do it. We'll just pick a night. We'll do our, now we got to pick certain nights because we can't interfere with Survivor.
Correct.
And we can't interfere with, there's really nothing else on. Are you watching The Bachelor anymore?
No, it's not on anyway right now, but no, I kind of gave up on that. I'm not really, no, anything else I watch is usually like on Hulu or something, so I can do that anytime.
Yes, and I want to give a shout out to my friend, Karen's friend, Teresa's friend, Dog the Bounty Hunter, that we've known for many years, appeared on this season of Masked Singer, and he gave it hell. He made it through 3 episodes. He even fell down once.
Oh,
while he was dancing in an armadillo costume. He kicked his feet up, and instead of one foot going up, he kicked his feet, and they both went up. And he landed on his armadillo back, but kept singing.
Oh, really? Did anybody guess who it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nobody guessed until the very last moment before they unmasked him. And it's because he gave some clues that were just way too obvious about being in prison and about turning his life around and about chasing people. So it became way too much. Donna saying, loved your show. You both are great. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And look for us. We will, Mary Kay's giving us a thumbs up. getting some good nights. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We're going to have to keep this going, Therese.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll have to do it again.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely. And what?
I hope Nicole feels better.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot about Nicole. I didn't forget about you. It's not, you know what, the guys, I wasn't thinking. It's just we went back to the beginning of the show. Not thinking. Nicole, we do help you feel better. We'll let everybody know what's going on. Make sure you guys join our Facebook page. He Said, She Said on Facebook. And we'll keep you abreast of the next show coming up and everything else we got going on. I also want to remind everybody to keep an eye out for the SoberLifeArt.com and its Sober Life Art Facebook page. And we'll be selling paintings and other things, photography from people who are in recovery, and use that as a way to enhance their recovery, if you will. So everybody keep your eyes out for that. Therese, hold on for a second. I'm going to put you in the back room while I wrap up the show. All right?
Okay.
But stay on for a second. All right. Bye, Therese. I want to thank everybody for joining us right here on He Said, She Said podcast. We'll catch you here 2 weeks from tonight. And hopefully if Ant did not poison Nicole, then she will be with us. But until then, thank you all for watching. God bless you. You all have a great night.